Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Angelo Goodwin again in front of you. Just following up from the video from yesterday. I just want to talk to you about what you do with the information after you found out that you have a really specific product or service. We talked about just making sure that I narrow it down. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to be everything to everybody or a people pleaser. Now that I've identified what that specific product is, I can go out and test the market. I can do my market research. So now my market research is three things. Just 3 steps to the market research I want to tell you. Let's start there. Interviewing and surveying will be the first part. After that will be the data collection and then the research of the data collection. And then what you'll do is on the third step is you'll build that customer profile or that persona or that customer, that ideal customer that you say, hey, these are the people that I want to look for to buy my product. All right. So let's get started. Interviews and surveys. Interviews, surveys, regardless of the fact, make sure you have them both prepared prior to giving it to somebody else. So let's start with the survey piece. If I have a survey, I want to keep it short, specific, and to the point. No more than 10 questions. Make sure that it's information that you've already thought through, and it says, hey, if I do X, will people respond well to this? If this product does this, will people respond well to that? Find out if this is something that people care about. All right, because at the end of the day, that's going to be a helpful thing for you, because you, again, don't want to waste resources and time and money. All right. So think these questions through. Don't make it more than 10 questions, because if it is longer than that, people aren't going to complete the survey and they're going to get tired and it'll be done. I'm telling you from experience, long surveys don't work. People want them short and sweet. All right. So make sure you keep it short and sweet. Interviews. Make sure that those interview questions are prepared prior to you sitting down with somebody, because at the end of the day, you want to sit down with somebody that's going to be critical, somebody that you value, somebody that you think is important, somebody that's going to give you some good feedback, honest feedback, and challenging feedback. You want somebody that's going to challenge you. You don't want anybody that's going to be a softie and just agree with everything you say, all right? Because at the end of the day, the market won't just agree with everything that you say. If it did, everybody would be millionaires, everybody would be in business, and it would be a great place, all right? But that's not the way things work. The way the market tells you they don't like you is they don't buy from you, and then you wasted money or you closed your business. All right. So find somebody that's going to be critical. I challenge you to do that, because at the end of the day, it's going to help do more good than it is going to hurt. OK, so you want to make sure you find somebody you want to target somebody that's going to help you there. All right. So, again, have these questions prepared. Not a whole bunch of questions, but a few good open-ended questions that will allow them to open up to you and answer with a lot of content. This content that you're going to get, you want to make sure you take notes. Write that stuff down. I like to use my phone. I like to use Evernote on my phone. I'm typing away as the person talking to me. And if I'm on the phone or I'm in front of them, I tell them, hey, excuse me, I don't want to be rude. I'm just taking notes off of everything that you're saying because it's important to me. If something comes up out of what they said and a new follow-up question needs to be communicated, then do that. All right, come up and say that follow-up question, because at the end of the day, you're engaged in a good conversation. You're trying to drill down on this idea. All right. Once you've done the survey, once you've done the interview. Oh, and one other thing about the survey, you can feel free to use SurveyMonkey. It's a free service. They do have a paid package, but the free one works just as good. And like I said, for 10 questions, it's easy. And I'm not sure of how many people you can survey, but I'm sure it's at least 100 people, which is a good amount of folks that can give you some good data. All right, so that's it. So the 2 things that I like that I mentioned so far is SurveyMonkey and Evernote are the 2 things that I like to use to help me out with these 2 pieces. Okay, so I got my information now. I'm back home. I'm looking through the data. I'm online looking at the survey results. I'm looking through my interview notes, and I'm just checking out exactly what I learned. I'm looking for trends. I'm looking for where do these people live? If I put a lot of demographic stuff on there, where they live, what are their ages? Sometimes you'll see what's the person's race. I mean, whatever you think is beneficial for your specific product or service. You want to find out, again, sometimes you might think that people in the city might want this product when you really found out that people that live in the country want your product. You thought that it would be younger people buying from you, but it seems like this probably identifies more with the older demographic. So those are the trends that you want to kind of pull out of this data that you're collecting from your surveys and your interviews. Lastly, what happens is you start to develop a customer profile or a customer persona. The customer profile essentially is who you're going to be targeting. So now we figured out we have a specific product, and now we've married that specific product with the specific person that wants to buy it. All right. So that goes back to, I'm not just going to throw things at a wall and look and hope that it sticks. Now I'm being very focused and targeted with my marketing, very focused and targeted with my resources. This is very important for startups because you don't have a ton of money to waste. So you got to make sure every dollar counts. All right. So that's how you do that. Now that you have that customer profile built up, you might want to start a community online on Facebook centered around these specific people. You might want to join groups that already exist with these people in them. You might want to go to meetup groups that these people attend, or have a meetup group to educate these people about your product. So there's multiple ways that you can start to engage with these people once you've identified who they are. But again, the two things that we learned so far is I want to be specific with my product and my service, and I want to find my specific customer. All right. So those are the 3 tips. All right. And again, the sources that I use are the resources that I use, and they're both free. Evernote's on my phone. It works through the cloud, and SurveyMonkey for my surveys. All right. So I hope this video was great for you. I hope it was beneficial. This is Angelo Goodwin. You can find me on Instagram, Angeloso, ANGELOSOO, Angelo_Goodwin on Twitter. AngeloGoodwin.com is my website, and you can find me on this YouTube channel. Thank you for your time. Be blessed.